Coach, changes to your lineup this evening?
Yes, we're going 7. We're putting Chabot in. We don't think that we have any defenseman that deserves to be taken out. So, but we want to put Chabot in, and that was our plan in the back-to-back to get him in. And we'll go with 11 forwards.
Who's the forward coming out?
Pumpel. So we'll have Verone and Pumpel out.
Change of goaltender as well?
Yes, Anderson's in. That was the plan.
What was your main message, if you don't mind sharing, with the group today to try to get them ready for this game?
Well, first of all, we need to move on from yesterday. That's always the first step, and then it's a new day, and then our plan is specific. We came out really good yesterday, and we weren't giving anything to the opponent. We were in their faces. And that first goal deflated us, and it shouldn't have. I mean, it's one goal. We came back the previous games late in the third. We talked about mental toughness, and I didn't like the way we deflated after that goal. Maybe it gave them a bit of life too, but the disparity between them and us, it can't be that big. So, eventually we switched some lines around and got some guys going, and we were looking pretty good there. We were storming them, and we just couldn't get that second goal. But we should have been stronger mentally, and screening 5-on-5 and power play and blocking shots on our side was something that was deficient yesterday. And you want to win games, it's all about paying the price. So we need to do better tonight.
You've obviously coached a lot of guys when they've made their NHL debuts.
Yeah.
What's the biggest challenge you think for Thomas Chabot tonight?
To try to overdo things. It's always the same. I think guys think that, I'm getting my chance, and now they think they need to do extraordinary things. But what's extraordinary is when you do ordinary things really well and consistently. And that's the message for him.
You brought up block shots a lot in the last couple of. It's never really been a huge system thing here in Ottawa. Is it a mindset you need to change to get guys to pay that price?
Well, it's not a systems thing. It's a Kurz thing, and it's not the Senators. It's any NHL team that wants to win. If you look at the playoffs, whether you're a more skilled team or less skilled team, if you don't block shots, you don't win. And it's a mentality that we need to have, and we had it against Montreal, and we didn't have it yesterday. So it's something that the guys can do, and I'm sure they will. So it's just a night where we're a little off in terms of paying the price in those instances, and we want to make sure though that we don't let it go. It's important that we keep our standards high.
Can we just do?
Comme j'ai dit en anglais, la tendance, c'est quand quelqu'un a une chance, il veut aller sur la glace et faire des choses extraordinaires. Ça, c'est une grosse erreur. Parce que quand on essaie de faire ça, on force le jeu, puis on fait des choses qui font en sorte que on crée des problèmes, soit pour notre game à nous, donc à lui, Chabot, ou pour l'équipe. Et puis, il faut qu'un jeune comprenne, puis je disais ça aux joueurs juniors, je disais ça aux joueurs dans la Ligue américaine, des joueurs qui sont extraordinaires, c'est des joueurs qui comprennent qu'il faut faire les choses ordinaires de façon constante et répétitive. C'est ça qui fait que tu es un joueur qui devient extraordinaire. Si tu regardes les meilleurs joueurs, si tu regardes les Raymond Bourque, ces gars-là, les gars Vlasic que j'ai déjà coaché, c'est ce qu'ils ont compris à un très jeune âge. C'est qu'ils font les choses ordinaires super bien, constamment, ce qui fait qu'ils sont fiables. Alors, je pense que pour un jeune Chabot comme ça qui arrive dans un match, il n'y a pas besoin de faire des choses extraordinaires. Il a juste besoin de nous montrer qu'il est fiable, qu'il fait les choses simples très bien et qui est capable de gérer la pression. Et il va être nerveux, c'est sûr, mais c'est justement comme ça qu'on gère la nervosité. On essaie de faire les choses ordinaires bien.
On doit faire jouer à droite ou à gauche?
Ouais, il va jouer les deux. Ça va dépendre avec qui.
Coach, is there a degree of concern from where you sit when you're having to appeal to a sense of compete from your players this early in the season?
No, I think every team I've been involved in, every league, it's you have days that are better, you have days that are, for whatever reason, sometimes you have the compete level like we did. We had it when we started the game. We were the better team, and then we lost it the minute we got scored against, and there's no reason for that to happen. Our game has to stay consistent. And I always say mental toughness is be able to stick to it for 60 minutes. And you're not going to be great for 60 minutes. There's another team on the other side that's really good, that's pushing. But you can certainly be consistent in your approach to it and in your battle level. And our guys have done it. So I trust that they'll find their way again.
Do you get a sense that you might see a little bit of the Leafs from Arizona tonight in terms of their youth and speed?
Yeah, you know what? You're right on. I believe that's where they're similar with the Leafs. They've got a lot of young guys. We say in our quarters they play freely. I mean, it's just young, and I wouldn't say careless, but carefree probably in terms of going out there and just putting a lot of energy on the ice. And they got a good coach. They got a coach that's systematic. Has done a very good job defensively with his team. So you've got a mix of energy with structure, and so we got a good challenge ahead of us.
But Ailes, your power play went, I think, 6 for 28 in the preseason. I don't know how much that matters going into the regular season, but you're 0 for 9. Is there something that's...
Very simple. As the pucks to the net, we don't have any screens. So, most of the goals in power play, I haven't checked lately, but in the previous years, 76%, 78 actually on power plays, worse than 5-on-5. But power play goals are what we call ugly goals: tips, rebounds, jams, deflections. So right now we're trying to tap into the pretty goal tip, but we are getting lots of shots on it. Problem is, after the shot is taken, the goaltender is seeing the shot, and then we're not getting the rebounds that we need. So there's no rebounds either because we're not there, and when we're there, we're not really screening. We're not paying the price in front of the goaltender. So that's right now. It's not a question of are we getting the puck there. We are. The guys are. It's not an X's and O's thing. It's a paying the price at the net on the power play. So that's where we're at right now.
That seemed to be a problem last year too, though. Guy, is there something that you can do to drive it home?
Yeah.
Is there a change
Yeah.
in personnel, or what can you do?
Well, I did change personnel during the game a little bit. It wasn't just to pass a message. It was also to try some guys. A guy like Smith, who's willing to pay the price and screen in front of the goaltender, is a guy that I need to look at. Our guys they're not doing a bad job. They're just not doing the job to finish. So, and that's where we're at right now. So we're not at step 1 or 2. We're at step 3, I would say, right now, just to get this. Because the same shots go in, and we look like geniuses, and wow, great. The Phaneuf shot yesterday, an inch higher, and it's a goal. Hoffman, the same thing, takes a great shot, and the goaltender makes a great save. But all that being said, if there was somebody in front screening for the same shot, it probably goes in. So right now we want to tap into the ugliness of goals on the power play, which we have not, and that's the reason why it hasn't gone in, plain and simple. So yes, we have to work on it. We have to practice it. We have to talk about it, and we have to put the right guys on who are going to be willing to do that.
So you feel it's about to explode any minute?
Well, we're going to keep hammering it, and it usually does. So I trust our guys. They care. They want to do it. So it's not an unwillingness to follow the plan or unwillingness to do the right things. They want to do the right things. Right now, it's just getting the chemistry. We're getting that, but right now it's around the net that we need to be better. And it's the same 5-on-5. Like, we've been scoring some goals 5-on-5 the previous games because we did the job around the net. And yesterday we didn't do the job. We had scoring chances. We outshot the opponent, but we didn't do the job around the net 5-on-5, and therefore we didn't do it also on power play. So it goes together.